Hello, gorgeous. You've been asking about my nails, and instead of doing a manicure for you, because I still haven't figured out my new camera, I figured I'd just talk you through it and show you the products and explain the order and what's negotiable and what's non-negotiable. Anyway, this is how they're looking right now. I think it's going to be all over at any time. Anyway, first of all, and you know this if you watch my empties, but every day, twice a day, I take one of these, Applied Nutrition Longer, Stronger Hair and Nails. And it has biotin in it, but in addition to that, I take one of these every day, which is 10,000 mcgs of biotin. I don't know if I'm getting too much, but my understanding is if you get too much, it just passes out. So okay, so the first thing I do is I take off my polish, and this is my preferred, which is this Zoya, because this is cruelty-free, and also because it's one of these kind at the top where you push down. Well, pardon, it's locked. Sorry, let me unlock it. Okay, you push it down, and so you just push your, see, you just push your cotton pad in there, like the pros have. And so to me, that's really easy. So there's that. After that, I wash my hands and I take a nail brush and I scrub underneath them and on top of them. And then I put 2 coats of Cuticle Softener. You can use any brand you want, but this is the brand I'm using right now, which is California Mango. And I put it on twice. I just put a dot on one finger and rub it into each one. And then I put a dot again and rub it onto each one. And then I just kind of massage the cuticle back. And if there's an area that looks kind of, I don't know, like there's some cuticle hanging on there, I'll take the orange wood stick and push it back gently. And then I go wash my hands again. At that point, if I feel like I could just leave polish off overnight, what I will do is drench my nails in Apricot Kernel Oil. And I have 2 different ones here. I have one from Elle, and I have one by ProFX. You could just as easily go out and buy a bottle of Apricot Kernel Oil. The reason I discovered this was so good was that long ago I used the Dior cuticle cream, and that's heavy on apricot kernel oil, and it not only is good for your cuticles, but it seems to be good for your nails too. So anyway, after I put that on, and I put it under my nails too, if it's going to be on overnight. So after that, if I'm going to proceed with my manicure, I go and wash my hands and scrub them with a brush again. And here is what I've started using that has caused the major turnaround. They haven't broken since I started using this about 2 months ago. I will put a link to this below. I just kind of stumbled upon this on Amazon. The brand is Quimica, I think, Quimica, Quimica, and it's made in Colombia. I will just put a link down there at the bottom to where I got this on Amazon. And it's apparently somewhat controversial. People who have damaged their nails by getting those fake acrylic nails, their nails get so thin, if they put this on, they can actually feel this burning their skin underneath their nails. So that says a lot about the strength of this as a product, but it says even more about, no offense to y'all who like to do this, how bad those acrylic nails are for you. I mean, come on, taking a Dremel power tool to your nail. Okay, sorry. I did it once and I never did it again. So anyway, what you do with this is you put one coat down the middle of your nail and you let it dry, which is about 2 minutes. And then you come back and you put a coat on your entire nail. So this is the one thing in the entire process that I, at this point, feel is non-negotiable, is this product. Okay. After that dries, and it dries pretty quick, then I put, just for good measure, one coat of another nail strengthener. And I will show you several that I've used over time and tell you which two I think are working best. I've used this Revlon post-trauma nail treatment. So if you've been using those acrylic nails. OPI Nail Envy. Nail Teaks Formula #1 or #2. Rejuvicoat. Develop 10 Calcium Gel. And then the two that seem to be working, to my mind, best is New Bar New Nail Nail Strengthener. And this one seems to be the best of all. This is Nail Aid Ceramide Extreme Thickener. And yeah, I got that at Walmart. Okay, after that dries, I put 1 or 2 coats. Lately, I've really only needed 1 coat of ridge filler. And my 2 favorites are Zoya and Pro FX. And they really work equally well. I tend to use the Zoya if I'm using a really pale polish, because believe it or not, this color actually shows a little bit. So when that is done, then I put 1 or 2 coats of whatever color I'm going to use. In this case today, it's this little Elf, and this required 2 coats. And right here, I want to stop and show you what I do if I get a boo-boo. If I get a boo-boo, I take this little $1 Elf brush and I dip it in some nail polish remover. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a little boo-boo right there on my tip. You probably can't tell. Anyway, I go over that a little bit with the remover, and then you can usually just safely go back and put another coat of polish. Also, if I get around the cuticles some wayward polish, I use this to get rid of that too. And generally speaking, if a little of your polish remover seeps into the edge there around your polish, it doesn't seem to do much damage. So there's that. So after your 1 or 2 coats of polish has dried, then you need to use a quick dry top coat. There's the original Seche Vite, but there are other brands. Orly makes one that I really like. Here's the Sally Hansen version. I believe there's a Revlon version. And then after that is dried, and sometimes I wait till the next morning, and this is the other thing that I really think is non-negotiable, is putting a kind of one of these, it'll make it look like gel nails, top coat. And the reason why is that this gives it a real thickness. And I'll explain why that's important in a minute. The one I've been using is Salon Sciences Instant Artificials. But Elle also makes one. It's Gel Setter Top Coat. And I'm sure there are others. The reason, here's what I think this is doing for me. You know the splitting you get at the tip of your nail, where it just starts like a little layer peeling back, or you know, the ridges, I have ridges, right? And so sometimes these ridges start like cracking at the ridge. Since I started using this, it seems like it's just some kind of a layer of armor that is just making my nails so hard. Not really hard, but so much product on them, I guess, that that splitting isn't happening like it used to. But that might be this too. I'm not sure. Another important thing is to use one of these kind of glass nail files instead of an emery board. And when you file, it's hard, I know, but just try to go one direction and, you know, then do your slight oval thing. Apparently that does make a difference. Just try to go one direction. Now, having done this, I'm probably going to cut these pretty soon because they're starting to grow funky. I don't know if you can see this, but look how that's curving there. I mean, like, so this nail, it's not oval because I filed it that way. It's oval because it's kind of folding underneath. And I'm starting to have a hard time typing. Darn, they're pretty though. I don't know. I might just put it off until I just can't stand it anymore because I'm really enjoying how pretty they are. But anyway. Okay, that's it. I will list this non-negotiable item below, and I'll also list this below because I think this is actually a little better than the SE. I got both these off Amazon. I actually stumbled on both of them by looking for other products and then saw the rave reviews and the 5 stars and all that. So I'll list those for you, okay? Please leave any questions below. This just seemed to be just as good to me instead of learning how to use my new camera. Okay, that's it. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.